He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. It is 4:52 in the morning. This is my review for Growing Up Hip Hop. It's season 4, episode 19. This is not gonna be a long one at all. I ain't take no notes. I just couldn't sleep, so I watched the episode. And let me give it to y'all real raw or whatever. Y'all, I've got my other hallway light on because I was literally about to go to bed. And I was like, girl, throw this little kimono on and get a stand review because you ain't going to want to do it tomorrow. They need to just cancel this show a little bit. Or at least, I mean, it wasn't, I won't say that was a bad episode. But y'all know who gets on my nerve. But let's just get it started. Let's get this started. Hello, hello, hello to all my Jaybirds. I'm very much so barefaced. I will wipe my lipstick off. So my lips are a little bit pink. So it's not a color. Yeah. Anyway, Romeo and Angela. We still see them at Vanessa's party arguing back and forth or whatnot. And, you know, her being upset that he didn't show up to the little roller skating rink. And him saying he was busy, he had to work, so he sent his friends. But he couldn't talk to you at the work and all this bullshit. And she get mad and he like, man, what's she so mad for? Let me tell y'all this. We give zero fucks about Angela or Romeo date. You wanna know why? Because if y'all started dating by now, y'all ain't gonna date and we don't get no fucks. This has been y'all storyline for all 4 seasons. Y'all ain't even went on the goddamn date yet. It's pissing me off. Okay? We see a little scene of what, even when Angela and Vanessa going out shopping or whatnot, and when Angela bring up how, oh yeah, he was mad, being saying about, no, I was mad because he didn't show up on a double date. Vanessa, girl, he don't want to go on a double date with you and somebody else. He wants to date you, dummy. You know, he tells everyone how much he likes you. Well, who does he tell? And what does he tell them? He told it all last season. Do you not watch your own goddamn show, girl? Do you not watch the show? Look, Angela, girl, you pissed. I be trying to defend Angela, but she is just stupid, okay? You're stupid. Because clearly he likes you. Clearly you like him. And the kicker is, you know, even last episode when you said, I can't believe he'll try to set me up with one of his friends, I wouldn't ever date someone he knew. But you try to set him up with one of your friends. Girl, the fuck bye. Okay, we do not care. You know, she does. So that was really, Romeo was with Romeo. He shooting, I got to hook up 2. Look, I'm not trying to go see I got to hook up 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. I saw the first one, I believe, on bootleg. No. I'll see when it come on Redbox or on Netflix. That's about it. I'm not paying $9. That movie can't be going to theaters. It can't. Okay, I can't. It just can't. I don't think it's going to theaters. But they at their house shooting scenes. They smart though. Shoot them scenes at your house. So y'all ain't paying no location fee. Anyway, and that was really it. You know, he setting his sights on producing, recording, acting, all that shit. And that's all we got from Romeo. Angela was, you know, did a little conference. She was at like a little women's empowerment type of thing, talking about being a single mother. Most of these things, we have to remember, is being shot before her ex-fiance, her child's father, was killed. So her talking about being a single parent and not speaking, you know, negatively about him, and, you know, it is what it is. We have to remember, all of this is before he was shot and killed. She's just talking about literally like him being alive, but them not being together. So she's a single parent in that aspect. She brings up how she rarely ever talks about it or whatever. And I mean, she not the only single parent. I feel like the amount of money she has affords her to not even have to really struggle, sort of, kind of. Like, I feel like it's levels to being single moms. If you're a single mom that can afford to fly back and forth from East Coast to West Coast and have a nanny and all this stuff, you don't have it as hard as some of these single moms who has to drop their kid off at daycare, hope they can afford daycare, gotta go to work, can't call off work. If the kid is sick, they got that, they might get fired. It's levels to being a single mother. So I feel like a rich single mother, how much can you talk about your struggle to a struggling single mom? So I do feel that way a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say Angela doesn't maybe even have her own strife with being a single mom, because I know that's probably not what she wanted. But girl, you know what I'm saying? Suck it up, buttercup. Uh, but I'm happy she's at least trying to get back and, give women encouragement and let them know that it's okay. And that, you know what I'm saying, losing a man and not being with a man and being a single mama ain't the end all be all. It was what it was. But again, she on TV faking like, I don't know why Romeo don't want to go on to the skate rolling rink, because he wants to date your silly ass, okay? And you want to date his silly ass, but I feel like y'all probably bumping uglies in private and we just don't know. But I mean, we don't care. Even Vanessa said, oh, Angela should know that the whole world is rooting for her, Romeo. We not rooting for them. We want them to shut the fuck up. Okay, we want them to get over it. Okay, you have the first 2 seasons was cute. Season 3 and 4 is some bullshit. We don't care no more. We don't care at the all. Egypt met up with Kendall. Kendall is one of the barges or whatever. She don't have much going on the show. We see her in and out, in and out, in and out. Her and Egypt walking around. They about to say, hey, they walking their dogs or whatever. Egypt is talking to her because, oh, I respect you so much because you're married, you're my age or whatnot. Kendall, her husband, trying to get married. She said her side of the family has a lot of kids. His side of the family, they both have huge families. I can attest to that. On my mom's side, she's the one girl. She had 7 brothers. On my dad's side, it was also 6 of them. On my bio dad's side, it was 5 or 6 of them. I have big sides of families all around, okay? All around. I have one uncle who had like 30 kids. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, he was a Rolling Stone. I didn't get all off track. But Kendall wants, her husband wants to conceive. They have been married for like a year and a half. They've been trying to get pregnant the whole time, and it ain't working because his sperm don't work all the way. So they're having to do like in vitro. Is it in vitro? Because they're taking her eggs and getting her good eggs, his good sperm, because his sperm ain't all that good. So, her good eggs, his good sperm, it is in vitro because they have to insert the good egg and the good sperm already fertilized into her vagina. So that's what she's having to go through. But she's like, I'm stressed about it because, what I'm saying, we really want this. So I think Egypt told Angela some kind of way, and then Angela mentioned it to Vanessa and asked Vanessa if she could talk to her because she just stressed about not being able to get pregnant. I say, why would she ask Vanessa to talk to her? That's okay. I'm like, because was Vanessa ever trying to get pregnant before she got married? I'm like, was she out here trying? Okay, Reverend's daughter. Anyway, but, no judgment. I ain't going to judge nobody. But she said, okay, I'll talk to her. Vanessa and Kendall meets up. And Kendall, like me and my husband, you having these issues or whatever. So we're going to try to do in vitro. He got to give me these shots for my hormones. The whole, spiel or whatever. And Vanessa not comes clean, but Vanessa shares with Kendall that she can understand because she said, no, stress can, cause so much harm to the body. So, if you and him are stressing, y'all should stop it because that can cause y'all to be unhealthy. She then says, because, I was having a lot of stress in life or whatever, and I recently suffered a miscarriage. I was like, oh, God damn it. So she said how not a lot of people know, not even everyone in her family knows. Like, some people know, but not the whole family. I'm like, well, y'all gonna know not? And that's if they watch the show, they probably don't. But, she was like, they kind of kept it, didn't talk about it much. She got emotional about it and like, I don't really want to talk about this. It was very, very sad because, again, she said it happened a couple months ago. But she brings up she had just been really, really stressed, and because of the stress that she was under, she ended up losing her baby, which is is very, 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 just horrible. So we want to wish her, send her well wishes and good vibes, and hope she gets her rainbow baby. Rainbow baby is the baby that's born after you lose one. So, we're praying to God that she gets her rainbow baby, if and when she wants that. And, so her and Kendall kind of just talked about that. So Kendall felt better knowing that she should want to stop stressing and stop putting her body under stress, because that could be a reason, for the, the egg not to take or whatever. Because she also brought up her husband was concerned that if they do the in vitro or whatever, and because his sperm is weak, if she could get pregnant, then the baby, she can have a miscarriage based on his sperm not being strong enough. And so it was that whole thing. So, I want them to follow that story. I feel like if you're going to have growing up hip hop or whatever, and show her, show her story. Like, that's a good thing to follow. Young black girl, she's in her early 20s, who would think that she would have issues getting pregnant, and she is having issues getting pregnant. And it's her husband who's also young in his 20s, and his sperm ain't all that. So that's a good, you know what I'm saying? Girl, talk about it. Dame and Boogie, and that girl, was it Jessie, Rosie? What's the girl name? What's the girlfriend name? Rocky. Okay, Rocky Balboa. Well, no, because that's the other girl name, but I call her that on Black Ink Crew. Well, we're gonna call her Rocky Balboa too. Um, Dame, Boogie, and Rocky Balboa sitting around, right? Just sitting around chit chatting. And the conversation of Aaliyah comes up, because Dame talking about how he wants to move on with this and do that. Look, anytime Dame bring up Aaliyah's name in her memory, it aggravates me. But I also feel like I can't be that way because he was in a relationship with her. However, I feel like Aaliyah has been gone from this earth long enough, and Dame has dated enough women in between then and had kids since then, to where he can't be sitting up here acting as if his whole life was ruined, or his whole life was just, I don't want to say not the same. I feel like he put 20 on 10, and he's consistently connecting himself to Aaliyah. And I feel like, love, rest in peace, man. You got a whole new girlfriend. Like, you had, it seemed too much. Anyway, he like, yeah, remember Aaliyah used to babysit you back in the day or whatever? And Book like, yeah, he bring up how, Aaliyah was, a ball of fun. She's like a big kid. Boogie said how he remember he was like a preteen when he and her and his dad was dating or whatever. But he like, I remember, her being around. He remember when she passed away, when they found out about how him and his other friends, whoever cried. He like, my daddy was a mess afterward, which I believe he was. I believe it was absolutely a terrible loss for him. However, I don't like how I feel like he be capitalizing on it now. It angers me. It really, really do. Being a fan of Aaliyah, it angers me how much I feel like he brings her up, and he brings up her legacy to consistently kind of connect him to her. It's just weird for me. I don't know why. I really, it doesn't seem genuine. That's what it is. Cause like, when Jada Pinkett Smith talked about Tupac, I just feel more a genuineness, and whenever she do speak of him and what she has to speak of him about, I feel like when Dane bring up Aaliyah, it's to kind of make people feel some kind of way, it's weird. I can't even explain it. Anyway, he then bring up how him and Rocky want to have kids since Lee Davidson paid him some money or whatnot. And, he feel like, before, when Aaliyah first passed away, he didn't think he would find somebody that he could connect with in that way, because he and Aaliyah was friends. I says, you felt like you want to go find no more friends? Okay. He then said when he met Rocky, he found that in her, so they agreed or whatever. And I feel like Aaliyah be giving us tips and this shit, because sometimes I could be talking, we can be sitting here talking, and then Aaliyah's gonna come on. I'm pretty sure y'all sitting around talking a lot of dead folk songs. Come on, okay, not just Aaliyah's. Then he said, yeah, and Aaliyah, when me and her be having whatever issues or whatnot, she talks to Aaliyah. And I say, what the fuck you mean she talks to her? What? And then Rocky Balboa gonna say, well, yeah, I ask her for advice, and she gives it to me, I'm saying, she helps me be a better lover. I said, bitch, girl, this is what I mean by, I say, when he speaks about her, it just don't, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it, okay? I don't like it at all. I don't think Aaliyah talked to you. I don't think Aaliyah out here giving you tips and tricks to be a good lover to Dame Dash. I wish you would have said partner, girlfriend, okay, a soulmate. But the fact that you said girl, we don't like you enough for you to put your name and Leah's name and same sentence talking about she be talking to you, giving you advice, okay? We don't like you like that just yet. Calm your ass down, little Rocky Balboa. And I just don't like it. I don't like, Aaliyah is very much a part of our everyday lives. It just aggravates me. I'm gonna say that. We see them go get they doing in vitro, okay? Because his sperm is old, he old, and she young or whatever, and they trying to get it done. Okay. Look, I'm already frustrated to the fact that he on this show and the storyline is more about him than his son. We did see Boogie said that him and his daddy relationship is better off now and they, on better terms or whatnot, but I still feel like bullshit. Irks my nerve. I'll be popping the fact like I'm gonna be so tired tomorrow. That was really all it was with them. Last but not least, Lil Eazy and Lil Kendall. Lil Eazy, was speaking about last episode. He and his sisters feel like their father, Eazy-E the rapper, who died at 31 years old of not allegedly, that's what it was, of AIDS. They feel like he was murdered. They feel like some is dirty in the milk, some ain't clean, and they want to get to the bottom of it. So we do see Lil Eazy-E goes to the family reunion that's in Los Angeles this year or whatever, to spend time with his daddy folk. We see his daddy mamas, his grandma, we see his uncles or whatever, and the family. They there, they having the whole family reunion. He invites JoJo, because JoJo's in town, and he invites Lil Kendall, because he say Lil Kendall family. I say, is she really? Alright, if you say so. He wants to talk to his uncles. Because he's, Master B told him to, talk to people close with daddy if he feel like something, was afoot. Okay, if some bullshit was afoot with his father's death. We do see Lil Kendall sitting around or whatever, and she talked to some lady. I don't know who the lady was. I don't remember who they said she was either, but she was talking to some lady. And I'm like, so y'all just had her come to random persons, not random person, but have her come to a random family reunion, and then she's sitting up there talking to some strange lady about her daddy or her family. Cause the lady said, how are you and your family? Like, do y'all talk or whatever? She's like, no, I don't like my mom or whatever. She gets on my nerve. My daddy ain't, she don't talk to them. She don't deal with them. And like, oh, well, I hope that, we can work that out. No, something that's leaving the past. You leave it alone and be what it be. I don't care enough about Lil Kendall antics to listen to what she say. Like, she irks all my nerves. All my nerves. We do see Eric talk to his uncles who kind of say they also thought something was up with how he passed away. The one uncle said how Lil Eazy-E say, I don't know how my dad died of this disease, but he ain't lose no weight. I mean, diseases affect people in different ways. And there have been times when people could have a disease and no one knew they had it. However, I said it last week, I said I can't tell this boy how to feel about his father passed away. I can't advise that in any other way, shape, form, or fashion. But, the uncle then said, yeah, because he passed away, and then not long after he passed away, his doctor passed away, and isn't that a coincidence? I say, well, no, because people die every day. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you don't want them to put 20 on 10 and say, oh, because we think something happened, and then because that happened too, oh, that means something was up. I mean, you kind of never know. So I can't really advise him how to move left or right on that situation. But he said he going to look into it. Him and his sister going to look into it because he do feel like his daddy was killed. I say, look, if they exhume Eazy-E body on the damn show, girl, because I do wonder. I just wonder when he passed away, like if they have like a blood test on him, like who. It's just weird. They brought up how the death certificate had, it's weird. It is stuff that makes you say, like, But it's like, is it that he was murdered, or did he just not get the best of care and no one cared back then, and now that his kids is older, they want information. So I don't know. I mean, it's interesting, but I also feel like, Lil Eazy-E gung-ho to figure out if his father was murdered. It reminds me of Christina DeBarge trying to find her daddy's long-lost daughter with Janet Jackson. Something that had been rumored for years and nothing had been proven. And now the kid is going to try to prove if it's fact or fiction. That's what it's giving me. But again, I can't tell that man how to feel about his father dying and him wanting to find some answers. I don't know. We gonna have to see. Lil Kendall being at the reunion, I was like, it was some bullshit, but girl, it is what it is. She was also on her IG live going, girl, quitting the show when it's some bullshit and I ain't on drugs, but I do cocaine and mushrooms and I can't go to my son's school. I say, bitch, son, she got a whole kid. She got a whole kid, girl. Who left the gate open and let her have children? I can't get it. I just don't, girl, bringing up how, her kid's school, her kid is in grade school, and I can't go and do the PTA, and I can't go this and do that because they wonder if I'm going to be fighting something. Because they watch the show. They watch you. So she was kind of blaming WeTV for all the bullshit. Y'all making me look bad. She was on live, called one of the producers who was placating her. Oh, you're one of the top 3 people. I'm like, what other 2 people is above her? How she not number 6? Okay. Briana's only entertaining because she irks everyone's nerves. People love a villain, and she's the villain. So for that reason alone, they're going to keep her on the show. But, I mean, I can't afford this, and I can't afford that, and I want to be able to buy a house and do this and do that. And they was like, oh, well, have you looked at doing parties, doing posts on Instagram? Well, they won't pay me what I want at a party. I'm like, because now who wants to party with you? She not even a villain who you would like to party with. You will see her and want to punch her in the damn throat. The clubs can't book you because they can't get enough security to not get your ass beat every night. But let me get off of that girl right now. This is what I do when I'm tired. I'll go in. I thought this would not be long. We already 20 minutes in. But anyway, after that, that whole thing or whatnot, her and Eric go meet up for dinner or whatever. Because Eric, like, I want to talk to her about her family because, her being at my family reunion, I just wonder how her and her people doing. So at first they sit up there chit-chatting or whatever, and everything was cool. Cool. He do bring up how he think a daddy was killed or whatever. He gonna look into that because some of the siblings wants to get it figured out. Fine. He then asked her, like, well, how is things going with you and your father? Even your play father, Dane. I haven't talked to Dane. I don't know how he's doing, and I don't deal with my bio dad or whatever. She brings up how sometimes we'll meet up, at the IED, whatever restaurant she said, we'll have a fake little thing or whatnot, and he'll tell me all the things he's involved in and he's doing and things that I want to do, but I can't do because he gave it to somebody else. I say, girl, look, Briana, I can say she had a hard life. She says how she don't get along with her mama. Her daddy ain't shit, and this and this and this and this. So she do seem like she's had a rough life. But I also feel like she don't make nothing no better because she not likable. She isn't. That girl is hurt in ways that we probably don't even understand. And she refused to get help for it. And because she refused to get help for it, she stayed toxic. She's a toxic person. And I don't like her for that exact reason. I really wish that girl would get some help and listen to some people to help her. Okay? So when Lil Eazy-E keep asking Lil Kendall, like, okay, so like, you don't want to make up with him, you don't want to talk to him, whatever. And when she said, that's like I don't beat dead horses. And he's like, well, he ain't dead till he dead. Like, dead. And that's what people have to understand. You can't tell a person who parent isn't here how, I'm saying, well, I don't want to do my, whatever. Bruh, you don't know how much a person you don't know how much Eazy-E wants to talk to his father. And you just refuse to work things out with yours. But she do say on her end, your daddy can't be here. Like, he physically cannot be here. My father is literally alive, and he chooses not to be in my life. And this is the thing we have to wonder. Does he choose not to be in life because he's a deadbeat dad? Or does he choose not to be in your life because you are toxic because of things you've been through and you won't get help? So because you're toxic, even though he probably wasn't the best father, you won't allow him to fix it. You keep being toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, and that's, girl, she hurts my goddamn nerves. But he still said, like, I get that. However, I'm really trying to talk to you because I want you to be able to have family. Like, she keeps, like, I don't have family. I'm like, but you have a whole kid. You have a whole kid, so does the kid not have family either? Like, At what point can you not look at your child, and look at your child and say, I don't want my child to be as alone as I was growing up. So let me try to fix some shit, starting with me. But no, she won't do that shit because she's a fucking toxic person. And he kept just kind of talk to her and ask her stuff. And then she got frustrated because she felt like he wasn't listening to her say he chooses not to be around. But then when he said, well, is he a deadbeat? She then got mad and said, no one can talk about my, like, just don't talk about my father. No one can call him a deadbeat. I can dog him or whatever, but if he ever needs me, I'm here for him. People saying, don't ever come for my father. And the thing about it is, Lil Eazy-E wasn't even coming for Big Kendall. Okay, so Lil Kendall getting mad because she think someone come for Big Kendall, and he wasn't. He was asking her, so are you saying that he's a deadbeat father? He was asking you a question. She got all mad, and then she stormed off. And that was the whole episode. Which means, let me summarize it for you. Angela and Bow Wow still bullshitting as they do every episode. Vanessa opened up about having a miscarriage, and we do care for her, and we want her and Kendall to both be able to have successful pregnancies. Dame always using Aaliyah's memory, and it pisses me the fuck off. Lil Eazy feel like his father was murdered, and Lil Kendall don't want nobody dog her daddy like he dog her daddy. And that was basically it. And I'm done. Okay? Peace.
He's like love, 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 and music.